Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EURUSD. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit the ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Greetings everybody, welcome to the Forex Daily Video Research from the ForexPeaceArmy.com. Today we will continue to talk about the euro, and we will talk purely about the intraday charts, because on the daily time frame euro hasn't shown any interesting price action. Well, so currently on the intraday charts I do not see any meaningful and powerful some patterns or a context for the possible trading that gives me the confidence of the expectation of some moves on the market to the upside or to the downside. So I just want to discuss with you some assumptions about the current situation and some things that worries me from the bearish possible move point of view. Okay, so let's start from the 4-hour chart. We see the trend is clearly bullish on the 4-hour chart. Price above this red line, that is MACD predictor. Okay, so when the price above it, this trend is bullish. Now, what is worrying me? What does worry me on this chart? First of all, look at this. Trend is bullish and ABC pattern with the target. Nearest target is about 137.18, and that makes agreement with the 618 resistance from the whole swing to the downside. Although we can see that market has failed during the first touch of the pivot point, it's right here, this blue dash line, it's the weekly pivot point, 136.58. Nevertheless, the pullback from this failed situation was no strong. So this is just shallow pullback from this move to the upside, and this thing about it worries me from the bearish perspectives of the market. Okay, so this is, by the way, the second area that we have discussed yesterday on the hourly chart. I said that possibly market can start downward from the 36.60 area, and the next area 137.20. Okay, so that's all from the 4-hour chart. On the hourly chart, it's a bit another situation. Here's our ABC pattern that we have discussed previously. Market hit 618, 100% expansion. Also, this was the agreement, weekly pivot point, so market has shown pullback. This is normal price action. Well, 1618 expansion is right here, 137.18, that is coincides with the 618 target on the 4-hour chart. It also makes an agreement with this area. Well, and yesterday I said that, look at this, BC leg is very shallow. This acceleration moved to the upside with the strong bars, so possibly we can exclude that market still can reach this area. Yes, the market has formed 3-drive sell pattern, and I post on the forum this information: first drive, second, third drive. So we was at strong area of resistance. Market has formed 3-drive sell, so possibly we can take the signal at least for the possible entry on the short side with the moving stops to the break even. But this pattern also achieved this target because it reached the area below the second low between this second and third drive. This is the minimum target of this pattern, and now we can see that market starts just flirting with this area. It's no acceleration to the downside. Well, this is this kind of behavior that's not very common for the possible acceleration, the move to the downside. Well, this also is a bit worry sign that market still can continue move to the upside, because this maybe was just a pullback from this strong area of resistance. So if market, I think that if market will break above this area, above the weekly pivot point again, and continue move to the upside, the next area that it could reach, its area of this resistance, 137.20 area roughly. If we will take a look at the 15-minute chart, it's right here, this is the recent swing down. What we see, this shallow ABC pattern, we can see that 100% expansion is precisely with this near the weekly pivot point and 618 resistance from the recent swing down. Okay, from this swing. Well, if market holds there, then possibly we can see that market can accelerate to the downside. If not, next target is very close to the highs. Anyway, you can see that 1618 target below the previous highs right here. So these highs should hold. If market will break it to the upside, break this 136.80, 136.90 area to the upside, well, this is the war sign for the bearish context, because the probability suggests that these highs should hold, because the logical profit objective just below these lows. If market accelerates further to the upside, then something wrong. Then market can accelerate at minimum to the 137.20 area. So this is some war signs for the possible bearish context. What personally we should look for on the beginning of the current trading session. Anyway, watch for the weekly pivot point. If market will move above the weekly pivot point and holds there, it's the first beacon that possibly we should not enter on the short side. We should not hold the long positions. The second beacon is the acceleration of the market above these previous highs. So it could be just a wash and rinse. So be careful. This could be just maybe wash and rinse. So watch for a possible holding of the market above these highs, not just a penetrated person and moving to the right back down. Okay. So that being said, currently on the market we see that very choppy price action just below the weekly pivot point. Some things worry me that could lead to the upper move on the euro currency. For example, it's a 4-hour chart when we see the bullish trend and the development of the ABC pattern with the nearest target around 137.20. Also, the pullback currently on the hourly chart is also not so impressive. So market just shown some pullback from the solid retracement. From the solid resistance area, and now stands just below it. It's not very good for the possible move to the downside. So watch for the first of all this area, this high. It should hold. If it will not happen, then possibly the next area that will mark it should reach 137.20.